All right.
So, this is Mongolian Mindset, and we're interviewing Marcus today. Is that right?
That's right.
Perfect, perfect. Can you introduce? Well, I was just say, you don't have to go into any traumas, anything like that. Um, whatever you want to tell us, feel free to tell us. Um, this is all about you. So, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Marcus. I'm from Sweden, and I'm obviously interested in psychology and MBTI and stuff. And I guess I'm more directed towards the self-help genre, the personal development genre, like Jordan Peterson, Robert Greene, Jocko Willink, David Goggins, Ryan Holiday, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and besides that, I like to work out at the gym several times a week, and I play some soccer, and I like to play some chess. And yeah, spend time with family.
Dope, dope. Do you play chess online?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, do you have like chess.com app?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. What's your elo score there?
Not high. I haven't played. I haven't played many games there. I used to. What's it called? It was this the Facebook app. I used to play at the Facebook app. So I just got this one. A friend recommended it, but I don't have so much score there. So there's nothing to brag about there.
Yeah, man. They don't play over there, man. I've been playing a while, and I had got to like 1,400, man, and then I went on a severe losing streak, and now I'm down to like fucking 800 on the elo score. I'm like,
Yeah, that happens.
and it's like, man, sometimes you just like, man, why am I making wrong moves? Why am I making wrong moves? Why am I making wrong moves? What got you in the chess?
Yeah. What?
What got
What
you
did you
into
say?
chess? What got you in the chess?
Well, I used to play when I was a kid, and I was pretty good. I was in a tournament, a local, just local tournament, and I placed like I think it was second or third.
Mhm.
And it was more like it was like we played in teams, so we were I think three in each team, and and yeah, so I think I was number two in my team, and yeah, we finished second, if I remember correctly. My memory is pretty shit, so I'm not sure, but something like that.
Okay.
And yeah, so I got into it then. I don't remember why, but I enjoyed it very much, and I think I liked it because it was good at it. And and then some years passed by without playing, and then I kind of took up the playing again um, for some of the recent years.
Oh man, dope, dope. What do you think it does for you? I feel like it helps me with my focus, man. Like, what benefits do you see from chess?
Well, I'm into it because of the winning, uh, to what's it called, the winning aspect,
Mhm.
to beat someone. Um, I like that part.
Yeah.
So, but it's like you say, it gets you back to focus in some way. I guess nowadays in society we're kind of distracted and stuff, so it's a good way to regain that focus.
hmm Yeah. I mean, for me, it just gives me tremendous focus, and my brain's always thinking, just thinking, 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 thinking. Uh,
Yeah, I
it's
can relate to that.
it's a wonderful thing, man.
I got to tell you something about that relates to that, because This was scheduled about a week ago, and as soon as this was scheduled, this meeting right here, my brain started constructing this conversation right here. Started to construct what I was gonna say, what I was gonna answer, and like in a obsessive manner. But
NTJ.
yeah.
Man, I try to throw people off a little bit because I know they watch a lot of videos, so I got to kind of like find something they like and kind of attack that a little bit. Because if not, then it kind of like goes through the same like pattern or whatnot, and people kind of rehearse what they're gonna say, and I don't want them to rehearse what they're gonna say. So if I ask you something about this, can't rehearse that. But that's pretty dope, man. So you got into like David Goggins and Ryan Holiday. So I'm guessing you read The Obstacle is the Way, right?
I read that, yeah.
What got you into those type of books?
Yeah, because of Stoicism, it really intrigues me. It really it comes really natural to me, I guess. So I guess those things that comes natural to us, it seems like we're good at it. It makes us feel that we're good at it. And I guess that I like to be a rational thinker, and there are some parts that definitely helps to like improve that aspect of myself even further.
What do you find intriguing about Stoicism?
Well, the mastery of self, to sum it up.
Gotcha.
Say, the rash to be a rational individual, to separate what you can control from what you can't control, and try not to worry about things that are outside of your control.
Yeah.
So let's go into where you see yourself in 10 years, man.
In 10 years, if all goes as planned, we'll be way ahead in my career-wise. And hopefully I will either be like way ahead in some company, or I will have just maybe started my own business. And yeah, I will be living in a nicer neighborhood with in a nicer house with a nicer car as well. And also I hope to be wiser as a person.
Okay. Man, how was your childhood?
Yeah. As I said, my memory is not the most reliable source, but I remember it as I thought about this quite a lot, especially recently, the recent years. Becoming, maybe it has to be something about becoming a parent and stuff as well, but myself, but it was a happy childhood. I remember it with the impressions of freedom, of excitement, adventure. I had some rebellious streaks, but also quite adaptable. So I could, on the one hand, be quite rebellious. On the other, I knew my way with people, so to speak. So I had a lot of friends, I think, I guess, and but like maybe not. I remember thinking that a lot of kids had like the best friends and stuff. They really, they often had like one really best friend ever kind of thing, and I never really had that of a close bond, and I kind of didn't really understand why. So yeah, that's just something I've been thinking about. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about my childhood. Do you have any questions about it?
Oh man, that's pretty dope. Shit, when I was a kid, I can't really think of like someone who I would say was my best friend. That's kind of tough. I don't know, I kind of like loop everybody the same, almost to a degree. Like if they're close friends, they're all under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How do you go about learning new things?
Well, it depends on what kind of thing. Is it a practical thing? Is it a theoretical thing? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, just to say a new skill. If you have to do something around your house,
You know, like
and you
a
can't hire
handyman.
somebody else. And you can't hire somebody else.
If I can't hire someone, oh my god, I want to pay. I want to pay someone.
Hey, Shelly, you see, he has the same responsibility to pay somebody to do it.
I'm not a handyman. I'm actually really bad at those things, man. But
Pay somebody to fucking do it, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck that.
I ain't touching those those things, man. Nah, but I would like to be better at it. But I don't know what happened. I think it's also some generational thing. Like the older generation was. I know my dad and a lot of in his age, everyone is handyman. Everyone knows their way around the house and fixing cars and stuff, and I don't know shit, man. So,
I think maybe partially it's your personality type. I don't know. No part of learning anything like that. He's like, yeah, leave that to the peasant.
Yeah.
We'll see what the verdict says. Yeah.
Yeah, I get exhausted trying to. I don't know what it is, man. It's like, man, even if I have to like build a couch or some shit, bro. Like I don't know what it is. It's so hard. Like I don't know what the fuck it is. Like I swear to God, I just don't fucking know what it is. But it's like even like building a couch or like fucking doing. I just think my brain just like sees the end product of it, and I just can't put this together. I don't know what it is, man. It's crazy, but I rather just.
Is it like? Is it? Do you like get overwhelmed by the instructions, or do you?
No, I don't think it's the instructions. It's just like I don't know what it is, man. It's just like I'm just like hooked on like, man. I'd be like, fuck it. I'd be like my cousin. I'd be like, yo, Keith, we got to put this shit together. I'll use that word. We.
Yeah.
Obligates him. Hey, we got to put this shit together. We got to do this. You know, like. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna do it and be like, yo, coaching them up from the sidelines. You know.
Yeah, I've only assembled like a few some IKEA furnitures. Then they're quite easy, I guess. And but I have to do it like step by step, because or else I will totally. If I try to improvise, man, I will destroy the thing completely.
Pretty cool, man. Man, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
Yeah, so I would wish for first of all, eternal life. I want to live forever. And this age would be quite perfect to stay in. Like I'm 32, so that would be all right. And and also I would wish for. I mean, eternal life is not enough. You have to be healthy and strong and smart and stuff. So not declining either. And I would wish for. I I want to say, like, I wish if we set aside eternal life and don't keep that in mind, and I would wish for to feel that I have fulfilled myself when I'm on my deathbed, that I have reached my potential, that I have done what I can. So, but yeah, that takes work. So it doesn't take a wish, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna just explore the eternal life thing just for the sake of it. Sure. How long do you think it will be before you're bored with eternal life?
Man, there's so much stuff you can do. In this,
I'm gonna hit you with, okay, so you're gonna have kids, you're gonna outlive all your kids, your wife, everything, and you're gonna continue to go through that, and then somehow have to figure out how the hell you're going to trick people and find a new identity and everything, because you're gonna be eternal. And if they find you, like,
well, those are the boring details.
Huh? Yeah, I thought about that a lot. I
you
thought
did?
about it a lot, the eternal life, because that was kind of something I wanted when I was younger. And then I thought to myself, man, you'd see all your friends die, your parents die, your kids die, and it's like, damn, bro, like, how long would it be before you're like, man, I'm ready to go too, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of
it would definitely be complicated, of course, because if I would be busted, or so to say, like, to media and stuff, it would probably go to hell, the whole thing.
Yeah, like, what would you do? They'd probably stick you in a lab and be poking your ass.
Exactly.
And then you're like, this eternal life I wish for is fucking ass.
Eternal life of getting poked in the ass. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. That was crazy. I thought about that, man. I was like, damn, man, that's kind of, you'd have to create a new identity some way, somehow. You'd have to like you couldn't be too popular, because like, and you know, people catch on to you. You're looking at a mess. But it'd be dope, bro.
There's actually some part of me would kind of enjoy that, because I like to renew myself. So when I was younger, in my teens, and up until my 20s, I think, something like that, I was kind of into some alternative stuff. Like, I mean, like, I was kind of a rock and roll metal kid, into heavy music, and I would, and there are a lot of subcultures within that, so I would kind of switch it up from time to time. Like, some weeks maybe I was like more of into the 80s, and I would dress like that, with the bandana and everything. And then the next period I would be more like some emo kid and with like black hair and covered half my face. And and the next something else, so that aspect, I would I think I could enjoy that, actually.
That's great.
Like shaving my head, maybe some period, or yeah.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
What causes you to feel stressed out?
Too much stimuli. So too much coming in that I have no plan for. That things are not in order, and and there's stuff that needs to be done, and so I'm starting to get overwhelmed. So I think that's like the only thing that stresses me. Yeah. So, and also when too many people are pulling, you know.
Yeah. What that just sounds like is you don't like chaos.
And that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Same. What's something you think you could go to jail for?
Man, probably probably something with vengeance.
Vengeance.
And I mean, like, there are no limits to that. So
I would just say beat somebody up, man.
I mean, it's like this. You know, under I think Jordan Peterson talked about this. You know, imagine yourself under the Second World War in one of the camps as a guard, as a prison guard, and it was regular people and doing that job like me and you, and I had to do horrible things, and they did it because under those circumstances, you know, everyone does it to survive, kind of. Not everyone, of course, that was wrong of me to say, but you know, many has this survival instinct. And so I think that under certain circumstances, I know that I would be, under certain circumstances, I would do anything to survive. So
yeah, I think for sure. I have that same problem. That's kind of thing I've talked about. Like sometimes people have to stop me from myself because like if I figure out something works or something and I'm like really gun-ho on it, I'll keep going, man. I'll keep going and I might destroy everybody, you know.
yeah. And that's
destroy everybody, man. Like,
but you know, that's great self-knowledge, actually, to know what one is capable of. Then you can prevent it from, then you can control it. Then you can, you already know it. If you compare it to someone who is capable of the same thing, but they don't know themselves, so they may act out in an impulsive manner at any time and destroy the lives of others.
Yeah, definitely deep down, I've always thought about myself that there's a monster inside, you know, like
me too.
I gotta be wary. I gotta be wary of that monster because he could come out and don't.
It's like a connection to the god of war. It's like, you know, Mars.
the weird thing about it, the part of myself where I feel like I kind of like phase back and forth from, like I feel like he's more ruthless, but he gets things done, and he's more effective. So I'm like, man, if I just channel him, I'll get things done. But at the same cost, like I will lose who I am as a person. I'll be like a monster.
It gets kind of one-sided, and I can relate to that, becoming like too aggressive in a way, like losing touch with a more sensitive side, with a more creative, maybe calmer side that can do other stuff, can create bonds with people in a healthy way.
And I feel like sometimes it ramps up the closer I am to like a goal or something. Like that person inside of me starts to ramp up a little bit more, like to where like I can do some real nasty evil shit for the outcome or the goal or anything like that. It's like I could change into that person like before you know it, like a tyrant. It's like some people, my older brother said, like I've always been a tyrant or whatnot, and it's like it's always on the side, man.
Is he older than you? You say?
Yeah, he's my older brother.
Okay.
You have an older brother?
So were you the tyrant over him, or even though he was older, or did you?
My brother is one of the freaks of natures. I couldn't beat him in fucking nothing. I couldn't beat him in fucking nothing. And I tried my entire life, man. I used to tell him when I was a kid, like, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna be better than you, I'm gonna be this better than you. And we got to the end of life. We got to the end of life, but I'm still hopefully one day trying to accomplish that mission. He's somehow figure some shit out.
Maybe that was good anyway. Maybe it humbled you a bit. So maybe it didn't go to your head. So that's why you came out really good, man. So maybe that's
My brother's an ENTP, so he constantly challenged me with a lot of things, and I think if it wasn't for him, I could have been like a piece of shit. Like a lot of there's some piece of shit ENTJs out there. Like Donald Trump, I could have easily been like that if it wasn't for him. But because I couldn't give me anything, it wouldn't let my ego couldn't get attached to anything because I couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
I couldn't even be the best in my own house. Like, so who was I? It's like, I'm like back to the drawing board. We just thinking up shit to try to come up to beat him, and it never worked.
Yeah.
We kept going back to the drawing board, and it never worked. So I mean,
yeah, I get that.
I feel like
did you always had the I'm asking you just one more question here. So did you always had like the feeling when since you were young that because I've had this too, like, and it will sound pretty narcissistic, but like you were meant for something great, like you were born to do something, special, maybe be a snowflake word, but something really great.
Yeah.
That you
absolutely do, man. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been attached to people like Napoleon. Napoleon, Genghis Khan, shit. I even like Hitler. Shit, I even was amazed that he was able to take over a country. I was like, man, this guy took over a country.
Yeah,
he had an army. He had all this. I'm like, there's something he did that I need to learn. Like that's what I was trying to figure out as a kid. It was like, there's something he fucking did, and like Napoleon too. Like there's something he did. Like, I have to learn this. Like, so I'd go through reading all of like Napoleon, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, all those guys. Like I was like, I want to be like those guys. I'd have like imaginations of like maybe like I would bet my life like to be able to challenge Alexander in a battle, like a chess battle. Like my life, his life, like he gets to inspire his troops, I get to inspire my troops, and whoever wins. I thought about that. Man, I was thinking about crazy shit. Like I was thinking about like how could I come up with a plan to take over the United States. Dude, I was thinking about I was like, man, I swear to God, I was a kid, I was like, man, if I just get to that Constitution, I was like, Constitution. Now I even had like ideas of like maybe going to Africa and starting up over there and becoming like a power and then slowly branching out. Man, I had fucking crazy ideas of like trying to take over shit. But it's just it's crazy, man.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I guess
man.
The strategic minds that really appeals.
Yeah, man, dope. Anything, Thomas? You guys got anything?
I was just curious if he had siblings and what the dynamics were for him. You talked about it.
Oh, you want to talk to my little sister? She speaking of being a tyrant, I kind of tormented her. I made her get stuff from me. Get me this, get me that, a lot of that, and yeah. And I think she's an INFP, man. So she did it.
God, I swear to God, the freaking INPs love to just like, I don't know what it is, but like I love acts of services. I love acts of service. Like when somebody does something for me, it's like all of a sudden I get a lot closer to them. And like INPs, like my INFP best friend, I'm like, hey, we need to do this. She'll come through and get it done. And I'm like, we need to do this. And then she just keeps coming through and getting it done. And I'm like so happy, you know. Honestly, when I read the book, The 5 Languages of Love, I did not think I would be acts of service. I swear I did not think so. I was like, man, that's kind of weird. And then like when I got more into it, I'm like, damn, dude, that is my number one love language, acts of services.
I haven't read that, but actually, my girlfriend's friend told me about that. She was reading that. She's reading that book, and she told me just mention it. And now you're mentioning it as well. So now I have to read it.
Yeah,
I have to check that out.
It's a really good book, man. So I'm pretty sure you know your type, bro. You're ENTJ, man. It's pretty obvious. You're direct. You're outcome focused. You're TFI. You're systematic. You're abstract. Obviously, real bit abstracting about like living forever, that type of thing. And like you said, you've always had this insight to be someone great. Yeah, you're an ENTJ, man. No point.
That's dope. That's dope. I actually, Joyce Meng, she actually typed me, but she typed me as an ESTP, and I felt like it didn't really add up. When I really gone through all the information and really, really analyzed myself thoroughly, I thought I was some kind of NTJ at least, but maybe not INTJ. I thought. But yeah, so I was, it sounds, it sounds like that's it, the correct type.
Yeah, you're an ENTJ, man. You notice like me and you are pretty much mirrors. We can talk about like very similar stories. Stuff like that. It's obvious. Yeah, I mean, you're a TE user. The first thing you did when you got on here, you started name dropping books. Robert Greene, Ryan Holiday, David Goggins. That's TE name drop, and books is TE outside sources. So that's TE. ESTPs are TI users, so they refer to their own internal logic. You're already off rip, like referring to whatnot. And then you reference like Jordan Peterson said this. That's a TE.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're direct.
I think
don't like chaos.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was thinking, that maybe unfortunately, she typed me based on some stereotype, because I like SE stuff, of course, but not in like an indulging way or anything like that. Not like, and I don't like chaos at all. So I felt like, unfortunately, it was a stereotypical typing.
I don't want to talk about other people typing because it's a
I don't want to put you in a uncomfortable
uncomfortable situation. That, but yeah, man. I mean, I do believe that we have the best here with Shelly, myself, and Thomas. I do believe we have the best panel here. We do take our time and we go through this, and we have a lot of practice, and we communicate with each other like via like text and stuff. So they gave me the input and everything. They all got easy. Well, Shelly, me and Shelly knew as soon as you start opening your mouth, like early on, I was like, oh God, this guy. I was like, this guy's an NTJ. I was like, is he progression? Is the outcome? Oh, he's outcome. Okay, it's over. ENTJ. But we just kind of drew it out for the, for the video.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. And I like, I think you can probably relate to this. Do you know the like obsessive nature about things? I think in a way that if for example an ESTP wouldn't really be that obsessive. I mean, I've been obsessive about figuring out my type for 2.5, 3 years or something. And I actually, it's funny because the first time I did the test was on this website called Truity, and I got ENTJ. And then after that, it all went, sideways. I started to, maybe I'm not really this, maybe I'm not really that. And man, I went through many types. And so now I guess it was right from the beginning. So.
Yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure you're unconscious focused ENTJ. You're the same as me. Well, you don't really use SE Child that much. kind of got, use SE, but it's like I'm gonna use it and get out with it. I'm gonna use it and get out. It's not like something I'm gonna home in and use all the time. I'm more into NI things, the long term things, what's the best way, the best vision, the best this, and I don't really care for SE things. At the moment. Now later in life, I kind of will do SE things, but when I drink, I need to drink to really focus on SE type things. Like if I drink, then I'll like go SE child crazy. But if I'm not drinking, I rarely ever use SE unless I get in the gym or some shit. Like I love the gym.
I totally relate to that. Yeah.
Like
I don't drink anymore either. I don't find any satisfaction in it at all.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I was fucking crazy when I drank. I was.
Me too, dude. I'm fucking nuts.
Yeah, totally. Oh my god, my friends love me though.
It balances me out because, like, to a certain degree, when I drink, I'm a little bit more I'm very calculated. So and a lot of times I get in my own head about things. But when I drink, I'm not in my head about things. I just act. I just do, and there's a part of me that loves that. That this person just acts and do and doesn't calculate as much. And they get results. So I'm like, man, I like this drunk guy, man. Like sometimes,
Yeah, had a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
It's getting dark here.
Yeah. Damn, it got dark quick.
I'm disappearing on the screen.
Yeah, you're good, brother. You got any questions?
Maybe like some kind of advice, maybe.
For ENTJ, I think the best advice is to keep reading, man. Keep reading. Just keep reading.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend you check out Patrick Bet-Davies, another ENTJ. Follow what he has, the formula that he has, which is just read books, man. Just read books.
Yeah, I'm listening actually right at the moment. I'm listening to his book, this for your 5 next moves.
Yeah. That book's amazing. I love it.
It really speaks. It's so easy to follow the whole structure of the language, how he speaks, and the way he structures sentences. It's like
ENTJ, bro.
It's like a love language,
I would say another one would be Ray Dalio. He's another ENTJ. His book Principles is highly recommended.
Okay, thanks.
That book is life-changing as well. Ray Dalio's books. Practically, like I said, just keep consuming books, man. I work on FE Demon, because you're gonna have to work as an ENTJ. You don't care much about how people feel, but that gets in the way of our outcomes. The thing is if you can make people feel good, you can get a lot more things done. So you got some way to kind of balance that, and you don't want to have a horrible family structure as well. If you're like, one day we're going to be parents or whatnot, and you can't just not care about how people feel. That can destroy a child's future.
Yeah, of course.
You got to work. That.
I actually work in a field that's very FE based in a way. So I guess I practice quite a lot with the tuning in to, I think because I work with like coach for social services. So I work with young criminals. And so I kind of coach them and guide them. I've also worked with adults, who have abuse, what's it called? Alcohol abuse and drug addicts and stuff like that. So like coaching those people and parents that maybe doesn't treat their children so well. So it's really there's a high need for emotional intelligence. So maybe I have developed a part of me from that, but hopefully, But I've noticed that I have easy time understanding people, but then after, when I'm in the meeting, then I'm like absorbed by the meeting with that person, and I'm like obsessed with taking that person to the goal, and I know exactly how to do that. But then after, when I'm done, when I'm not in that place with them anymore, then I just disconnect from that person.
Yeah.
So then there's no emotional attachment anymore. Like,
yeah, I all I can say is like work on FE type things, because you know you might be successful with business and things like that, but you most likely will have a family. ENTJs care about legacy, so you most likely have a family. You most likely have a wife, stuff like that. While business may come easy, things like relationships will come harder. Understanding them, making sure that they work for yourself, and also SI related things to watch out for. Don't keep pushing your body. Take care of yourself. You know, as they say, like ENTJs have the highest chances of heart attacks. You know, because they keep going.
yeah.
So watch out.
I actually I have had an event when I was some years ago, when I got heart muscle inflammation. When you're sick and you still do physical exercise, or maybe you go party, and I did all those things, man, when I was sick. So I had like fever and everything, and I went out partying and I worked out, and it led to to heart muscle inflammation, and and after that I've been really observant about my inner signals.
Yeah. So I heard a very similar story. Practically the same thing, just going. Ended up, I was doing like rotations and stuff at the hospital. And I went out drinking that night before, worked that shift, went home, took a nap, got up, went to the gym, worked out, did legs, and then my body just starts spasming up. Like, just starts spasming. And Christian, to this day, he still laughs about this shit. He had to wheel me into the hospital. And they had me in the hospital for two fucking days. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 days. They had me in the hospital for 2 fucking days for that shit.
Shit.
The IV bags and all that shit was fucking horrible. But yeah,
that's crazy.
Just go. You can't do that shit. Sometimes you just gotta relax.
Yeah, and I think it takes one of those events for ENTJs to realize that thing about themselves.
I forget about it.
The way you did,
actually, about that shit.
I always
I haven't forgot about this shit, man. But but I do pay more attention to like my body and stuff like that. Like hurting or something, or if I feel like I keep bags of like Pedialyte, like I buy them by the bulks, and anytime my body starts like getting like heavy or something, I'm taking one, or like I'll just take them routinely, like just to keep my body like functioning right, because I'd be scared, I'm scared of like just dropping or some shit because of just going. So that's what I would highly recommend. Pick up some Pedialyte, man, or some IV, whatever they have online that's very similar to Pedialyte. Buy that shit in bulk. We just be going, and can't keep that shit up for too long, man. Oh, that's more of our problems there. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure, man. We got another person coming up, man. I hope are you in our group? Are you in our group?
Yeah, I'm in.
Nope, we got another ENTJ. Thomas, you got anything you want to say?
No, man, I don't think so. I think that's about it. We'll be in touch. Yeah.
All right, brother. We gotta go. We got another one in 13 minutes.
Sure. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna tell when the ENTJs are talking, because we keep it the INTJs.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
All right.